Welcome, ladies and gents, and thanks for joining us for this match between these two sides. Please make the players and umpires welcome as they take to the field.
Wait there. Wait.
End of the over. The score is now none for none. Change of bowling. The captain is going with pace.
Wait there. Yep.
The batsman departs, bowled for a duck. The score is now 1-1. The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 3.
Yep. Yep.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 4 for 1.
The keeper had to jump, but he takes it.
Yep.
He plays that nicely, gets 2.
Wait there.
Ends the over.
The over. The batting team are now 7 for 1.
Keeper jumped up to stop that. Lucky.
Waiting. Yep. Wait.
End of the over. 4 off it.
Are now on 11 for 1.
Yep. Wait.
No ball. Just overstepping the line there. The bowler should ride off the last 2 balls and try to get through the rest of the over unscathed. Good over that.
Into the over. Pakistan are now on 13 for 1.
Waiting. Waiting. Wait on.
The batsman didn't know where that was going.
Waiting.
Little too eager in that delivery. No ball.
Yup.
And that's the end of the over.
The batting team are now 1 for 15.
Wait on. Waiting.
Doesn't play that one well.
Yup.
And that's the end of another tidy over.
Are now 16 for 1.
Yup.
And 2 runs added.
Wait on.
Oh, not able to connect.
Waiting. Yup. Catch.
Batsmen weren't given much of an opportunity in that over.
Now on 19 for 1.
Waiting. Yup. Catch.
Overstepping there, no ball.
Bowler.
Perhaps needs to go back to the basics. Something's clearly not working.
Wait there. Yeah. Waiting.
End of the over.
The over. Pakistan are now on 22 for 1.
Big appeal. Huge wicket. The batsman has been in impressive form lately, and this is massive for the fielding side.
The batsman leaving the field, caught behind for 7. The right-hander is coming into bat at number 4 for Pakistan.
Barber is getting ready to face the next ball.
Waiting. Yeah. Keeper.
And he's off the mark with that one.
Overstepping the mark, no ball called. edges it. Seven runs added in that over.
Score is now 2 for 29.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
He'll get 2 for that. Great shot.
Yep.
That's a bit of an expensive over.
Pakistan are now 35 for 2.
Misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
Nothing the batsman could have done better. Great ball.
Big appeal.
The player dividing the field, caught behind.
The stumps, and there should be the idea on these kind of surfaces when you're not getting extra bounce from outside off stump. And obviously he's containing as well. Good spell. He's into his 13th over. He's conceded only 31 runs and got 2 important wickets for his team.
Wasim, you're the man to speak to about this. I mean, Peterson's now at the short leg position because Linda's not on the park, but he was warming up this morning. You think he'd be all right, seeing there's not a fracture?
There'll be a bit of pain, definitely. Obviously, it's a bowling hand, and he has to, turn the ball every time, give it a rev. But again, a couple of bruffains, and after the warm-up, he should be okay. It all depends what sort of person you are mentally. Physically, he looks very strong. Don't know him personally, but I reckon South Africans are famously mentally also very tough.
He'll be itching it out there. He really will. That is superb. Now, that's exactly, I think, what Nortje is trying to get him to do. Let's have a look at the injury again.
It was firmly hit. It's got to be painful, especially in this kind of weather, cold, chilly weather in Rawalpindi. Right there, ooh, that hurts.
He rushed off straight away because there was blood, so that's why I had a little bit of needlework done. Change of line now from Nortje. He's decided to go around the wicket, so he's confident he's getting the ball to move away from forward at the moment.
Very good lead. 148 for 4.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 3 for 47.
Also, just to let you know that we started earlier today. Now, the overs we lost yesterday, we will make up throughout this test match, so we won't lose any overs, providing there's no more interference. 3 days of sun predicted from here. Fahim next, then Hassan Ali, Norman, Yashir, and also Shaheen. So I think we can safely say the tackiness has gone out of the surface. This is dry. I think it's any moisture was there yesterday morning to make it tacky is gone. These are 2 very fine players to spin. Have a look at these numbers. Spin 153 runs, hasn't been dismissed yet. He's a very good sweep of the ball too.
He's a busy player. He'll make sure that he's rotating the strike. He's not going to get bogged down. Gutsy player. Good technique as well. Positive intent. That's Rizwan. And he has been a main member of Pakistan playing 11 from last year or so.
I've always liked the way that he goes about his game too. He's always having a chat to guys and talking to his teammates and providing advice, but he's always buzzing around the place, and he's a wonderful keeper.
One of the best keepers in world cricket right now, Rizwan, and I had the privilege to work with him in PSL for Karachi Kings. I think he's one of those guys that you want him as your team man. He's always there for you, on and off the field, and a happy guy, positive guy.
That's great. It's exactly what you need. A fight or two. Get stuck in. A chance now to get stuck in with the wicket going down. Keegan Peterson's very close at silly point. Lovely flight from Maharaj. A bit slower this morning, Maharaj. He normally likes to be around the mid-80s. That one at 80. Case Proud, that is. Good variation. Slightly quicker that time. 148 for 4. One of the things about Test match cricket is to see how the players go about things, and the South Africans with their tactics to Alam. This is the scoring comparison this series. There's his first 50 runs, the red in Karachi versus the blue in this innings, and that is chalk and cheese. So 50 runs in Karachi red, and so far with his 44 runs in Pindi. So he's driving a lot straighter. Their length is clearly a lot better. He was just feeding off them. It's the line they've been using a lot.
They're not bowling anything outside off stump wide. They're just trying to on top of off stump and middle, and hence that's why they have 3 fielders around the bat, 2 fielders, in fact, short leg and leg gully, just for this particular shot. And coming back to Fawad Alam, I mean, he's a guy who gets runs under pressure every time. His previous 100 in New Zealand, when he came out to bat when Pakistan were 37 for 3. Karachi, he came out to bat, Pakistan were 27 for 4. And over here he came out to bat, Pakistan were 22 for 4. So man of crisis. No! This average last 3 innings of Fawad Alam averaging 157. This is Fawad Alam battling away every time he comes out to bat under pressure, gets 100. And the whole country, I suppose, is very happy. He's got the chance and he grabbed the chance, and he's happy and he's enjoying his cricket now. Good to see him back in the Pakistani squad.
Yeah, good on him. And that's exactly the right thing for Fawad Alam to do, to get down the other end. He's getting a little bit of a work over here from Norkia. Just a bit of a signal there from Fawad Alam to show that there's ball. See what he does here. There we go. He's saying that's... there we go. Yep.
Yeah, he's saying he's bringing the ball back into him. So it means away from Rizwan. I hope that happens, because sometimes you talk to other batsmen and the bowler does the opposite.
I love the shot from behind the batsman. It's a little bit leg side.
So he brought the ball back into him. So Rizwan probably was expecting, okay, if anything, little bit away swing. But this is very intelligent bowling from Nokia. He's learning, quick learner, how to bowl on these wickets.
So what the only mistake maybe the forward made is he whistled. And then he signalled what he was doing. So I think the South Africans would have probably picked that up and maybe sent a message to Norkia to say, right, that's what he's expecting. Beautifully bowled again. This is a really nice spell from Norkia.
I mean, really is. He's running in 140 plus kilometers, 143 kilometers an hour to be exact. Previous delivery. He's got his rhythm. He's got a breakthrough straight away today of Babar Azam. So he looks in rhythm. He looks that he's got the hang of it, that how to bowl on these slow and low pitches. He's using the crease, going over the wicket, around the wicket. That's his average pace, almost 140.
Fastest, 150.3. He's a big unit. He's fit, strong, and hungry. There it is. There's the one that goes away. Eventually, he bowls the one that goes away. 149 for 4. There sure is a game in the middle, that's for sure. Rabada has now got the ball. So this is going to be a nice little head-to-head with Rabada whenever he's got that kookaburra in his hand. Things can happen quite quickly.
Interesting. Fast bowlers bowling from either end. Rabada Two slips and a gully against Fawad Alam. He's coming around the wicket straight away. Mid-off is slightly wider and mid-on is little straighter.
Right, Wise, you got to tell us now. This is clearly reversing, right? Going both ways.
I noticed the previous over from Nokia. It's kind of in between right now. Sometimes it reverses, sometimes it goes normal. And that can be a very difficult period for a bowler because he doesn't know exactly what's happening. So what you do as a bowler, you just hit top of off stump and try to hit the right line, right areas, back of a length, and let the ball do whatever it's happening. But so far, the shine is inside. So it should come into Fawad Alam if it's reversing. Yeah, a little bit maybe, little bit, not enough yet.
Yeah, we saw in Karachi that the ball was reversing. Both teams got it to reverse, but it wasn't the reverse that we've seen in the past.
Yeah, let's have a look. The shiny side is, I beg your pardon, outside towards the slip cordon, and the ball came in. So it's a normal swing. So like I said, right now this cricket ball is in kind of situation where it can go either way. So line is very important at this stage of the game from Rabada.
I think the important thing here is that both Nokia and Rabada can move it both ways. That's the important thing. It's beautifully bowled. A bit of late movement that time from Rabada. He loves bowling to left-handers, Rabada. Likes that swing that comes in. A couple of balls, maybe an over, just to get nice and loose. With those long limbs, he reminds me often of basketballers. The way that the athletic ability that he has. So what a nice little game in the middle. And there's always a game of tic-tac-toe, the Inverex Solar Energy tic-tac-toe on the sidelines. Oh yeah, well blocked, well done. Is he going to move now? Yeah, we've got to go top. That's it. Well blocked. And nothing. The prizes are shared. Thanks, Inverex. Quick single, Rabada's. Oh, outstanding. That is magnificent from Bavuma. Bavuma has done it again. He had an outstanding run out to get rid of David Warner in Perth, and I reckon he's done it again. The important thing about that, yes, the direct hit is sensational, but the time that he took to release the ball was quite ridiculous.
Sensational. Terrific effort from Bavuma.
Director,
This is a very, very important.
Show me the best side and angle, please. Yes, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Yeah, bills are off before the bat is grounded. I'm ready to make my decision. My decision for the big screen is out, repeat, out.
Decision is pending, and it is out. What a magnificent performance that was from Temba Bavuma. That was sensational stuff. And that is a huge wicket, so the two guns that were not out overnight are now gone. Arm goes for 45. It's now 149 for 5.
Right here.
We are just inside 30 minutes of day 2, and the face of this test match has changed dramatically.
This is the beauty of Test cricket. Fahim Ashraf, the new batsman, averaging just over 35. A lot depends on this pair now for Pakistan under pressure here. What an effort from Bahuma. The way he released the ball, everything in one motion.
Just have a look at the time that gets it in his hand. Look at this. And gone. Straight away gone. We'll show you real time as well. I mean, that was just spectacular. Here's real time. In his hand. Bang. Ridiculous.
This is unbelievable effort. He's got to be careful. 149 for 5.
Another look. Alam knew he was in trouble. And the players knew it. The South Africans knew it straight away. They were hoping that he was going to repeat that David Warner story, and he did. Two wickets going down in the first 30 minutes. Or 6 overs for just 4 runs. That's how brilliant South Africa have been first up on day 2. Outstanding stuff from Temba Bavuma. You're going to see that in the highlights reels.
This is, like you said, sensational. Look at this. It wasn't a run anyway. Risky run at this stage of the game. But look at the release. No time whatsoever. And Fawad Alam gone. Bullseye from Bavuma. Misbah under pressure as well.
Justin Ongtong will be delighted with that, obviously. They spend so much time with these drills, the South Africans.
He bowled really well. I think he worked on his plan with his bowling coach, and they realized on this pitch everything has to be just outside off stump or middle. And today, look at his lengths. Everything was just coming into the stumps. Nothing was outside off stump, with good pace. And that shows that they had a plan today when they came out to bat South Africa. So well done, Nokia. Good spell so far. 2 for 32.
Now the South Africans have got 2 batsmen at the crease who have basically on nothing. Rizwan's been there for 17 balls for his 1.
We got Hassan Ali coming in, then we got Yasir Shah, who's got Test 100 as well. The tail played really well in Karachi. They added some important runs there, but I think now today is the day for them to really perform when they come out to bat. Yasir, Hassan Ali, Shaheen, Shafridi and Noman.
Wow, I just can't get over that brilliant fielding. I really can't. That is spectacular from Bavuma. That's nicely played. Just punching through the line, and that's gone for 4.
That's good cricket. That's good cricketing shot. Just timing. He's not hitting them hard, and he's got the boundary. Good balance from Fawad Alam. Beg your pardon, from Fahim Ashraf. Look at this shot. He looks so elegant. Kept his eyes on the ball. Played close to his body.
So we've now entered a fascinating stage here. Still got 2¼ hours left in this session. So there is such an opportunity for either Pakistan to build a nice little partnership or South Africa to keep going. Nothing I've seen so far this morning suggests that South Africa aren't going to keep going.
Obviously they have a plan, the South Africans. Against Fahim Ashraf, they've got short leg on a slow pitch, and then of course they've got a square leg back on the boundary for the pull shot, and fine leg is there as well. So obviously the plan is to bowl him check him out with short deliveries, and that's what they're going to do.
spotted was doing the right thing. Fahim, no need whatsoever to try and take him on. He's bowling with some good gas, Nokia, and the plan is set.
Of course, the plan is from Nokia is to have Fahim Ashraf have a go at him as on the short pitch delivery. But that's why he's got two fielders, fine leg and of course a square leg. And then the third man, a short leg is there as well. That in Fahim always, batsmen always are in two minds with this field on a slow pitch, either to block it or to play the shot or to leave it. Three options.
Just the single to retain the strike. 154 for 5. This is quite interesting. Look, the wickets that fell yesterday morning: 10:46, 10:56, 11:05. So 3 quick ones with a score of 22 on the board, and then a couple going down for the addition of just 4 runs at the start of day 2 at 9:45 and 11 minutes past 10.
Played by Fahim. He's looking comfortable as far as his batting concerned. He's got the confidence, he's got runs behind as well, and this guy can bat. He's in, look at his test average, a very healthy test average, batting at number 7, number 8, almost 36. He's got 2 first-class centuries in his career, Fahim Ashraf.
Just put that man back, actually, just before that ball. Keegan Peterson, that region.
That's his first class stats on your screen. 200s, 950s, averaging almost 32. So potential is very much there. He's 27 years of age. Of course, he had to work on his bowling eventually. I remember 2-3 years ago in PSL his pace was 140, 145. Previous test match we saw 125, 130. And he was the best bowler in PSL 2018. Another good shot from Rizwan is going to come back for 3. So partnership for Pakistan right now is important.
Gee, he did that easy. Rizwan just leaned on that one and just punched it through the cover region. A chase for Elgar. Talking about guys that are tough, Dean Elgar. I mean, he said after that we got that nasty rap on the hand in the last test match. He said after that test had finished, he said, "My hand is fine. I'm playing. Don't even worry about it. I'm playing. Badly bruised, but I'm there." Swing and a miss. Again, 2 men back.
To be very careful. Fahim Ashraf, he's got pace and bounce. Rabada, that's the plan. He's got a man back there, square leg and fine leg for this shot. So either try to fend it or try to leave it. Don't fall into the trap.
And you've got to be full-blooded about it. I mean, whether it's a rolling the wrist shot or you're leaving it or getting underneath it, that was just a little bit of a half-hearted shot. You've got to make sure you're totally committed, whatever you're doing, particularly against a guy like Rabada. That's a fine stroke. That really is. Split the gap beautifully. That was committed.
Very good shot. I think that's also his strength as well. The way he plays that pull shot, the roll of the wrist, he makes sure that he goes along the ground. Controlled shot from Fahim Ashraf. So if Rabada should go around the wicket, he's bowling, go over the wicket and try to bowl the same delivery outside off stump. And then he can actually question Fahim, okay, now have a go at me. I've got two fielders back on the boundary.
$162 for 5. That rain yesterday at about tea time came from nowhere, really. It wasn't forecast, so it suddenly the skies went nice and grey and came across. Now we've got some shadows out there in the middle, which is always welcome. High expected of 19 degrees. It's probably around about 14 right now, I guess, something like that, maybe 15. Still quite chilly out there, but fine for playing cricket. Fine for Nortje to keep bowling as well. He's about to start his 5th over.
It's an ideal weather for any fast bowlers, I suppose, wherever you are in the world. 15 degrees, sun is out, you're running in, and you get a wicket straight away, and then it gives you the confidence for the whole day, for every spell. So far, brilliant effort from Nortje, 2 for 37.
There's some interesting communications going on at the moment. So all the South Africans are, I've got the stump mic up in my ear, so all the South Africans are encouraging and talking to Nortje, in particular in Afrikaans. Batsmen are talking in Urdu. No! So there's quite a bit of chat out there. Let's have a listen. He won't so much. A little bit. What the South Africans need to remember is that the physiotherapist, Cliffy Deacon, is Afrikaans, so he would have maybe taught some of the Pakistan boys some Afrikaans. Sparring at that wide one. That's what Nortje wants.
And I think it's reversing a bit because Nortje is running in with the hidden shine. So that's an indication of if it's reversing a bit or not. Because you as a batsman pick these little details about bowlers, the release point, is he using the crease, is he going wide of the crease or close to the stumps.
Quite get hold of that. I'm sure some of our Pakistan viewers won't be aware of the first-class stats of Cliffy Deacon. He was a left-arm quick bowler, could bat a bit. He played 88 first-class games. Picked up 260 wickets at an average of 28. 31 run average. 100, 1950s. At one stage, he's knocking on the door to play for South Africa and some stuff.
Gee, that's a very impressive performance.
There he is. He was quite brisk too. That's nicely fielded by Dean Elgar. Everyone tells me that when he's with the Pakistan boys, he's always working like a cut snake.
They love him. They think he's one of the best physios in cricketing world, no doubt. He works hard. He's always there for them. As far as physio is such an important aspect of any team sport, because if you have any injury, niggle, you go up to him for recovery.
A little bit wide of the crease that time from Nortje. Gee, this is a really nice spell from the big fella. 162 for 5. 16 overs, 2 for 37 for Nokia. So a couple of guys in that wickets column with a 2-wicket haul at this stage. Maharaj, who had a bit of a turn this morning. Rabada's not in that column yet. And this is intense stuff in the middle.
I like his attitude for him. He looks so calm nowadays as far as his batting concerned. He looks in control. And Pakistan, he needed an all-rounder, and I think this guy can fill the gap. He just has to work his bowling for him, but batting has been very, very consistent so far from last 6 onwards. And I believe Mohammad Yusuf, who's at high performance center at the cricket board in Lahore, he worked with him a lot. So imagine learning from one of the greats of the game. Always a big deal for any youngster.
Had too many runs this morning, not too many boundaries. Players can hit that service tyre, hit and win board, and have a chance of winning $500 US. Just a couple of boundaries today. Oh, it was nicely bowled. That came in quite late, but picked up easily. Excitement for the South Africans, but no real drama there.
Bit of reverse swing, late swing from Rabada. Beautifully picked up by Fahim Ashram. He played it with the swing. That's also very important as a batsman. When it's reversing, you just watch the ball till the last second and then play it according to the delivery.
Now, the amount of reverse swing there from Rabada, I think, was quite considerable. It's the first time I think we're seeing one reverse a lot in this series.
Solid from Fahim. Yeah, the previous delivery, couple of deliveries before, that one reversed a lot more than we've seen in this test match so far. Yeah, that's the one. He's playing with danger here for him, Ashraf.
One of the over.
Doesn't want to get in this trap.
Someone like Rabada, that sort of ability was him, and obviously you're well and truly one of the finest ever. But you just love having a guy pinned down one end so you can work him on and over.
Yeah. I mean, bowlers usually gets very frustrated when they are on song, they're running in, rhythm is there, and suddenly the batsman take a single, goes at the other end. That's very, very frustrating for a bowler.
A little bit of movement away. This is fascinating stuff now. What an interesting first 45 minutes. 6-8 overs gone, 165 for 5.
Well, it was generally felt that South Africa's best chance to rush Pakistan would be in the first session, as was the case yesterday, where the ball gripped more for Maharaj and it swung more for the Pacers. And, well, one lucky breakthrough to South Africa this morning, a run out for Fuad Alam dismissed, and then it was Babar Azam who was caught napping. First ball of the day, second ball of the day, edged it into the slips and he was gone. So some progress for South Africa this morning. Pretty decent start then, Daryl.
Good morning, Rameez. Good morning to our viewers. Lucky? It's brilliant. No, but that's what South Africa need. Let's not forget they're chasing this game, and they're going to need some brilliance with the ball, with the bat, and in the field. And so often a run out can change the morale of a team. And that was good work. Bit of an anxious sort of start by Pakistan. Perhaps the conditions, maybe they know they need to bat big. But I thought South Africa had been right on the money. The right intensity, Rabada, brilliant. Another match, another day, he probably would have had some more wickets. Finding those lines and lengths, which is so good about Nokia. Just the right sort of intensity.
He's a very good timer of the ball. He's a natural when it comes to timing a cricket ball for him, Ashraf. And of late, his form has been outstanding. Runs in New Zealand and crucial runs scored by him in New Zealand. But his batting against pace is much better compared to his batting against spin. So he's got to be careful what areas to pick, what lengths to hit Maharaj off.
He is a free-flowing sort of batsman. You talk about the way that he's played Rabada this morning. He's been happy to take on the short ball, but it's not only that. He's played it so comfortably. Extending the arms, not overheading it. There is a man back. It does pose a challenge. And that is good success. You've got to be pleased with that as a middle order batsman.
Well, he's supposed to get Pakistan that missing jigsaw puzzle is an all-round link. He bats well. His bowling is just a little bit below par. I think it was Vakar is telling us that he's got a little issue with his shoulder. His pace was up last year, 167 for 5. So this year he's struggled with extra bit of zip, but his batting has gone up a few notches. Not easy batting low down the order, batting with the tail when you're making a comeback, and so far so good with the bat. Is a good all-round cricketer. Ryan Mulder, 5 overs, none for 18. He's steady, medium pace, line in length kind of a bowler. South Africa had a great time of it in the first session yesterday. This morning they've begun well, but there will be that middle phase where they'll have to probably sit in. And he could do a decent job if South Africa need a bit of control when not a lot is happening.
Absolutely. Only bowled 5 overs yesterday, and he is that type of bowler, just hold an end up. I've seen him first-class cricket where he has got the knack of coming on and picking up a wicket or two. He gets in close, ball starts to stay down a little bit. Just watch out for the LBW. But he is one of those sort of cricketers that South Africa expect a lot of in the coming years. That's his first-class record. So this will be a completely new experience for him. A big learning experience.
Yeah, it'll toughen him up. Not easy producing the result on such pitches, dead pitches for medium pace. So he's got to evolve, maybe do something different, leg cutter and off cutter with his seam-up bowling.
And one thing you'll learn is you can't afford any boundary balls. Anywhere you can't, but particularly here, because in these good batting conditions, you will get punished. It's almost that traditional style of side on, right over the top. So it just looks like the sort of action that you can get through a few overs.
A little off balance on that occasion, Rizwan, trying to target his pads. Nice field set for him on the off and leg side. There's a short mid-wicket and a short cover. And that is because every now and then you'll see Mulder targeting the stumps, and Pakistani batsmen quite like the idea of breaking their wrist and playing an off-side ball to leg side. That's well fielded. That's a nice block. Dean Algar there stopping a 4.
It's just sounding good off the bat. That ball's, it's fairly old, but it's just got that hard sound off the bat, which tells me that it's coming off the pitch very nicely. No doubt if you spend your time and you're getting in this fast outfield, you can get a lot of runs.
.167 for 5. Pakistan looking for partnerships once again. It was a good one between Babar and Fawad Alam. Rizwan of late has become a proper batsman for Pakistan. 350s in his last 5 innings.
The hard-working Maharaj, marvellous Maharaj. He's an honest cricketer. He'll put in his overs for you. And he's doing a brilliant job for South Africa right now. And what more could you ask? He got those early wickets. He got a bit of turn and bounce. But generally, you got to say there's not much on offer. You got through, what, almost 29 overs, only 55 scored off you. Against batsmen who love playing in these conditions. It's top work.
It can be a tough ask if you're a lone spinner and if you're bowling in a pace-dominated environment. So your task is to pick wickets and also to control the runs, do some donkey work for paces, you know, bowl those extra overs, containment, and be aggressive. That's a difficult mix.
And particularly in the first innings, because really you expect the spinner to come into his own in the second innings.
Close. There's a little bit of bat, I think. But he's got to be careful when he's looking to play that sweep shot. Second time he's been found wanted.
It's good to see Quinton de Kock being quite decisive. He's been far better in this test match, so they're having a little chat. So
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with front on spin vision, please. It's nice and slow. Just keep rolling. Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through ultra edge, please. Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Flat line, flat line. Roll it through to the pad, please. Satisfied, no batter ball. Go for ball tracking when ready, please. Original to see not out. Pitch in line, impact in line. Wickets missing. Go back to on-field umpire. Alim, stay with your original decision. You're on screen. Please signal. Signal, please. Thank you.
It's an excellent decision because we were reading it as stump clipping. It's a late call from the skipper, a reluctant call.
I think he must have whispered that he wanted it reviewed. Just going on how about decisive he's been. It was just a gentle sort of suggestion. All right, let's have a look.
especially his consistency at getting DRS wrong is quite phenomenal. 169 for 5. So South Africa have called for DRS 5 times as a fielding side, and all 5 times they've got it wrong. That's a 100% record. Is he talking about the DRS situation? Every time he's called it wrong.
I think he does have a sense of humor. This is when you don't want to be the keeper and captain. Because the keeper's probably the guy you go to most. He's behind the stumps. We wouldn't be saying he's got it wrong. We'd be saying the captain's got it wrong if it wasn't him. Oh dear.
Field is being adjusted on the offside. Interesting field set. 2 men close to each other at short cover. So he wants to create a different angle through the offside. Maybe look to break his wrist and play with a slanted angle.
I can't help thinking, and we saw it in the first test match in Karachi, that with these short catches, 2 now on the offside, 1 on the leg side, it just opens up those easy singles. It's a big square, so the ball races off the square. It doesn't hold up, and the outfield's pretty quick. Ball's hitting the bat hard, it racing off the bat, and just got to get it past them. And it's an easy single. Now we've got 2 catching on the offside and 2 catching on the leg side, although Vuma's probably back saving the one, but he's in fairly tight.
It's like playing in a mall. He's got people all over, everywhere. A lot of people. Shot mid-wicket, shot cover. Only single slip in place.
I did say early on they need to make the running, they need to kind of get wickets, but you were so right. At the moment it settles, they've got that sitting in period. You just don't want to get batsmen off strike so easily. You want to bowl overs at one in particular. It's going to be a big contest between bat and ball, but at the same time, as big a challenge is going to be how de Kock and Faf du Plessis work with their bowlers. At what stage do they sort of look to? It's still early days, 170 for 5. At what stage, if they don't get wickets, do they start to think, well, we need to attack a little bit more? Bowlers tend to try things which they normally wouldn't, and that can open up things for the batting side. But let's remind ourselves, 299 is the average score here in first innings at this ground. Probably on different types of surfaces though, and South Africa at the back of their minds, they'll know that Pakistan bat to 10.
I think they're weighing up the options here. So obviously they want to pick wickets, and then probably preying on the patience of a Fahim Ashraf, who wants to get cracking straight away. 17 from 31, trying to slow him down. I think that seems to be the plan, and look to bowl as straight as possible to Rizwan. Let's see what happens. 171 for 5. Bit of breeze, lovely weather here in Rawalpindi. That was a massive effort from Babar and Fawad after Pakistan were seriously jolted up front. 3 wickets went down in no time. Bit of recovery from Babar and Fawad. And this morning, well, we were expecting action.